It's a pretty bird. Yeah, you're a pretty bird. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for coming back for another video. So if you remember at the beginning of this year when we moved into this house, one of the main projects we wanted to work on this year was kind of overhauling this front landscaping. We wanted to remove a few bushes, but mainly just transplant the bushes that we had because we liked the bushes that were here. They just weren't placed in locations that we like, so we just had a lot of work ahead of us to get started. So about 3 weeks ago, probably a little bit more, we started this overhauling project. It's taken us that long to get where we are right now just because of all the rain and just lack of time to get out here and work on it, but we finally finished what I would call phase one. So this first phase kind of consisted of pruning the tree, pruning the bushes, leaving those clippings in the landscaping, so then coming back through and raking up the mulch, we could just rake up those clippings as well. And then the second part was just transplanting the bushes where we wanted them. Transplanting bushes can be a lot more challenging than when you're just trying to rip out a bush and you don't plan on reusing it. So that was challenging with some of the bushes, but for the most part it wasn't all that bad. It is just time consuming. So when we were transplanting the bushes, before they went into the new hole that they were going into, I would drench that entire hole where the bush was going with 2 gallons of water, and that gallon of water was mixed with 1 ounce of microgreen. So I just drenched that whole area, or that whole hole. Then I put the bush in place, backfilled it, and then I gave the bush a drink of another gallon of water with 1 ounce of RGS and 4 ounces of 402 Florigreen. Then for about a week to 2 weeks after all the bushes were transplanted, we were doing daily feedings of all the transplanted bushes with 1 gallon of water that was mixed with 1 ounce of 002 microgreen and 1 ounce of 402 Florigreen. We did that for about a week to 2 weeks on all these bushes. The only 2 bushes we didn't keep were the 2 Alberta spruces that were right in front of the porch. We chopped those down and removed the stump. Those were the only 2 bushes we didn't use. The rest of them we transplanted. We didn't transplant all of them, we just transplanted quite a few of them, 9 total. So that's where we are with this landscaping project. The next 2 things we need to do, or next 3 things I guess, is remove those paver stones, cut a live edge, and then put black mulch down, and then we should be done. Those rocks that border over here, those are gonna stay there. We kind of like that. The natural edge is just gonna run into that and kind of stop, and that's just gonna kind of be an additional different border that goes along with it. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. It is kind of just a big change from moving a lot of these bushes around. So these hollies, these 2 hollies were actually in the back, and these 3 bushes in the back, they were kind of scrunched up front, planted really close together. This was on the far side of the driveway. We transplanted it here just to kind of hide some of that the drainage pipe. And then the boxwoods, we pretty much kept these where they are. This middle one was not transplanted. We kept the middle one where it is. The other 2 we just spaced out and pushed back a little bit because they're too far forward. And then right here, if you remember, this is where another one of those big ball yellow evergreen bushes were. We didn't get rid of that. We moved that on the side of the house, which I'll show you in a second. This is the area that I was telling you where that smaller yellow evergreen bush was that we moved in the front of the house. And then the bigger one that used to be in between the sidewalk and the driveway in the front, we moved that right here. And I think that's a good location. Anyway, that's where we are with this front landscape project. Do stay tuned for more videos on this. It's been a lot of work, but it's just been cool to see the transformation, and I look forward to continue filming it and showing you guys. So thanks for joining me in this video. As always, I'm Ben the Lawn Guardian. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Whoops-a-daisy. No! Dang it. Stupid watering can.